Alright, so I watched an anime series recently called Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, or Yokai Gakko no Sensei Hajimemashita. So, last time I've had this much back and forth between utter trash and moments of pure emotional brilliance was probably Gintama. I'd say not to expect much, but then there are sudden real tearjerkers thrown in. A recommendation, although a confused one. I'd say to go with fairly low expectations and not carry on if it doesn't float your boat. What is it about? Japan is full of yokai, the mysteries, the folklore, the supernatural. They dwell within the very essence of this country, and some of them, understandably, have kids, and those kids need to go to school too. Enter Hiroaki, the down-on-his-luck teacher who failed time and time again to find a steady job, yet one drops in his lap right here. Only catch is that he is the only human on the entire island, and though he fights to stay employed, his uniform fetish starts to waver, for no mere seimei can resist the evil of the yokai. What did I enjoy? The emotional moments. I didn't expect to, but hey, surprised me more than once. From shut-in becoming confident and attending school again, to parents cheering on their kids from beyond the grave. There are some real heavy hitters, and I was all for it. Despite the fact that I couldn't be bothered in times with complaints I'll list later. I'd love it if there was some sort of recut to maybe get to 16, 18 episodes and trim the airtime to only leave behind the best. Then this anime would be remembered for years because it is truly amazing sometimes. Aside from that, I did enjoy the stupid comedy. Sometimes. It's not exactly funny most of the time, it's more like comfort food. I saw an obvious setup, I saw an obvious punchline, and I didn't laugh. But I felt better. And that's enough for me. I usually watch this during my meals, so I've had quite a long time to digest the series. No pun intended. Unlike the usual binging what I do. Going through it slowly like that definitely made all the slow, lazy jokes a lot more enjoyable. And at times it actually landed. I mean, that's gotta be a very relatable protagonist. It's hard to get a job and a decent paycheck. Sometimes you just want to cry, even in front of your students. Although I suppose that the uniform fetish is pretty weird, so not relating to that at least. And I also have to always point out a mystical element. Yokai and folklore in general are fascinating, and I'll always be a lot more interested in any story if there's a heavy element of that. At times there are also plays on certain characteristics of yokai, their strengths and weaknesses. Like at one point there's basically a Medusa. However, to turn someone into stone, they have to lock eyes with her. And yet there's the yokai which doesn't even have a face, so he doesn't turn into stone. There are even explanations for characteristics of certain yokai crucial to the plot of each episode. It's small, but those little tidbits are cool, and I do enjoy them. So what did I dislike? The pacing is awful. I don't know if they didn't have enough content, or were hard-pressed for time and couldn't fit enough things which actually needed animation, but boy does this drag on sometimes. And the animation is quite lazy as well. Well, at least sometimes. The budget was definitely lower than usual for series which go above 20 episodes. Also some episodes were oof, let's use that as an adjective. I don't have exact examples, but you could couple bad pacing and decent episodes with and follow up with terrible episodes, and at times I wondered why did I even keep watching. Trashy and low quality, like someone seeing Assassination Classroom and making a much worse knockoff. And I can just go back and watch that again. And it's very insignificant and subjective, but the voices got old sometimes. Hiroaki especially turns very high-pitched and whiny, while there's a lot of pointless screaming from other characters as well. I'm just not a fan of that. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I've seen a lot better, but when this anime is actually good, I'd say very few would rival it.